Right. It's a minute after 4. I would say we get started. Again, hi and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar, Data Products for Retail. My name is Tana and I'm supporting our partners here at One Data. I have the pleasure to present this webinar together with our very dear partner CIMT. But more about CIMT and our other speakers in a minute. Today, we will be discussing how data products serve as the cornerstone for retail-specific analytics use cases, such as 360-degree customer view and sales forecasting. We will guide you through some of the theory on data products, but don't you worry, we'll make that quick and short. And then we will show you in a demo how easy it is to request, build, manage, and share data products within One Data. Before we dive deep into our topic, there are some housekeeping items I would like to address first. As you know, we're in a webinar and all attendees are in a listen-only mode. Nevertheless, we would love to hear from you. So make sure to use the chat functionality in case you would like to get in touch with us or if you experience any technical difficulties. Or what I would love to see from you, make use of the Q&A section of the webinar panel. At the end of the webinar, we will make sure to address all your questions. This webinar session will be recorded. So if you would like to rewatch certain parts, or if you would like to share this webinar with a colleague of yours, you will be able to do so. And we have put some additional information and useful links in our attachments here in the webinar panel. And yeah, you can check it out if you would like to know more from us and see more from us. And I will actually now, through the comments, pass a link, a video link from Ben and Christian in the chat section. They produced a video only on AI functionalities of One Data. So if that's something you're specifically looking for, check out the video after the webinar, please. All right, enough of the housekeeping items. It is time now to introduce you to our speakers today. I am accompanied by 3 amazing gentlemen. Ben, or Benedikt, is a senior BI consultant focusing on data engineering at CIMT. With over 8 years of data experience, he helps companies to leverage data to improve their business operation. Christian is an experienced business analyst at CIMT. He assists companies in gathering requirements and building data products, drawing from his 10 years of experience in the field of data analytics and requirement engineering. And our third speaker in row is our very own Daniel Kempter. You've probably met him in one of our webinars before. He is Principal Data Product Consultant. In his 9 years at One Data, he has helped many clients to deploy and leverage data products to enhance and optimize their data journey. Thank you 3 for joining us today. Great to have you. All right. In case you have not been in touch with One Data before, let me quickly introduce us to you. One Data is the platform for building, managing, and sharing data products, regardless of the industry you're in or how advanced you are in your data journey. Whether you're exploring process mining to improve efficiencies, developing Gen AI use cases to identify new business opportunities, or you have a set of use cases that require additional data engineering and development, you can put One Data to work. But of course, today we are focusing on the e-commerce and retail sector in more detail, and I'm very excited to dive deeper into the needs and wants of this industry. So, Christian, you're already here. Would you mind taking over the mic and have a look on the objectives of today?
No, thank you very much, Hannah, for your nice introduction. Also, hello from my side. Today, we are excited to explore with you the transformative power of data in the retail sector. We from CIMT, we have a lot of experience in data projects in the retail industry. and we will addressing common questions in this area, discuss how data products can be used in a meaningful way and how they are useful. We will dive into how one data can create significant value in your retail environment by integrating and analyzing data from various sources. We'll explore why combining data vault and data products can be highly beneficial. The two approaches ensure that data integrity and security, but also provides a robust framework for building scalable and flexible data solutions. So that's our objectives for today, but have a quick look at the agenda from today. We will begin by setting the stage with an overview of the current business environment and the challenges faced by the retail sector. Next, we will dive into the data landscape, highlighting the IT challenges that retailers encounter when managing and utilizing the data efficiently. Next, we will introduce you to the concept of source-aligned, aggregated, and target-aligned data products while presenting our data product solution. In the last part, we will discuss the outcomes and added value that our solution brings for you. So let's start with the business context. Imagine that we are in a retail company that sells their products via different channels. They have local stores, a catalog, and a website where you can order your articles. Our company has different types of products with a large variety from electronic articles to clothes and so on. In order to increase their turnover, they have spread different marketing campaigns throughout the year. And as a B2C company, they have typical challenges like the dependency on supply chains, their suppliers or economics, and purchasing power in general. Also, the retail industry is fiercely contested and they need to keep up with the competition. The adaptation of customer needs and the purchasing behavior is a key challenge in retail, as it underscores the necessity to continuously optimize products and services to meet the evolving preferences of customers. And as a commercial enterprise, they need to increase revenue or rather margin and decrease costs. This is possible through different measures, like optimization of supply chains or spending money efficiently on marketing campaigns. Which leads us to our key question for today. What effect do different marketing campaigns have on sale of products? So I know you want to solve the problem with us, but let's firstly look into the data landscape and IT challenge to get a better overview of the situation. Our fictional retail company has started to build a data platform in the past and used the data vault approach. Maybe at this point, a brief digression on the topic data vault. Data vault is an agile approach that provides business processes with high quality data over a long period of time, and it's the basis for analysis and reports. Data vault had proven itself over the last 20 years, and we as IT consultants often recommend it to our customers in data projects. With this modeling technique brings you historization of data, a lot of advantages, and is designed for continuous operation. But let's keep it short with the technical stuff here and come back to our company. Since the data platform is built in an agile way, by what I mean is that we only built what was needed for the time, not all data is available for our use case now. In addition, like so often, a centralized IT team is bursted to its seams with requirements. Now we facing questions like, is the data approach the right thing to help us here? And if it's contradicting our data vault approach, or even worse, do we have to replace our data vault? Our answer to that is strictly no. The two approaches can be combined perfectly in different ways. But for that, we go a little bit deeper into detail. As you can see, In our data vault, we have already customer data, and for our use case, measuring the effectiveness of marketing campaigns, we still need campaign data, which we will find in our promotion table, and some sales data, which is also in our database, which is Postgres. If we now treat both the data vault and the platform as the missing raw data tables as source data, we can quickly implement our use case. But provided we would need a platform where we can connect them. And of course, we have one, and here's where one data comes into play. But from a data vault perspective, this might not be the textbook approach, but it can be a good way of prototyping data products, which later can be refactored, and the data vault would then be the only data source. But as always in complex scenarios, it depends heavily on the circumstances of your company and your understanding of those approaches. For example, data vault itself can be treated as a data product. In our use case, this helps a lot in the first place because we are not dependent anymore on IT and can build the data product. We will show you in a minute, but before that, I will hand over to Daniel, whom you've seen a second ago.
So Christian showed us the challenges that we are facing in a technical level. We have to bring different types of data together and make the business being able to use it. The root cause generally in this challenges is not the lack of IT capabilities on the left-hand side, neither the readiness of the business stakeholders. It is correcting the right data from the right sources in order to support quality business analysis on demand, in order to enable data monetization. Data products and One Data in this regard can bridge the gap between the IT and the data engineering parts and the business department, or the data sources, the data providers, and the data monetization, data usage from the business, right here on the right-hand side. In this, there are different capabilities a data product that is ready to use, that is a high quality data table in an easy manner, has to accomplish. It has to be, on the one side, discoverable, meaning a business user has to be able to find it. For this, you need to have data types, for example, or columns specified and described. It needs to be addressable, meaning enabling downstream users to consistently access the data products and use them directly, and needs to be found on the marketplace. As a business user, I need to find the information for my marketing campaigns to identify possibilities and to increase the value in my company. In this, there are three different kinds of data products that can be separated and interpreted in separated ways. These are source-aligned domain data products, aggregate domain data products, and consumer-aligned domain data products. Source-aligned domain data products are data assets with additional functionality that are really close to the source system. Oftentimes they are generated by operational systems and at some point represents raw data. So really close to the systems, close to the ERP systems, to the CRM systems, and so on, and are used in a lot of different use cases. Examples for that are the sales orders in your company, or the customer hub and satellite data that is modeled in a data vault and is, in that case, ready to use in all kinds of different use cases. The second category are aggregate domain data products, meaning it's data products that are combinations of different source-aligned data products for analytical purposes. Examples for that are channel revenue, so a combination of channel information that can be a data product, source aligned, and revenue information. Attributes in this must be brought together to produce the right data product that is ready to use for the business and for consumer-aligned domain data products that are directly usable, have a value on their own, and can be directly used in a use case in data monetization activities in algorithms or in dashboards. Examples for that are personalized recommendations or promotion margin impact, where Ben will take us more deep into this example.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the advantage of a data product approach is clear. It's quicker. You're quicker to implement your use case. It's easier, and your published data products from the last slide you saw, no matter whether they are source or target aligned or aggregate data products, they can all be found in a data product marketplace. You can see here in the middle, and on the left of the data marketplace, there's One Data. So like a platform like One Data is able to connect all the source data and allows you to build and manage your data products. And next, you are also able to define data quality checks on the data products. Like here, the promotion margin impact I will show in a moment in the demo is quality assured. And next, those quality assured data products can be published to third-party tools like Tableau or Power BI or something else to be reported, to be used to create real business value. So like the promotion margin impact, for example, can help you in strategic planning because when you know which campaign, or you know then which campaign is worthwhile and which are not, and of course, this can save you a lot of money. So now let's have a quick look at our promotion effects scenario. So what is the effect of campaigns on the sale of data products? And let's see how we implemented this in One Data. So I start as a data product consumer. And as a data product consumer, I started a data product marketplace, and I have something in mind like this promotion margin effect. Like in a usual marketplace, I can search for something, and I can also filter on owner or quality, for example. And about quality, you can also see for those data products. So this is one data product. This is another one. You can see here a small icon about the quality. So this tells me this has a good quality, and the other one is unknown because I don't have any checks defined on this data product. But this helps me to estimate whether I can rely on the data product or not. So back to our scenario, we wanted to find out something about promotion effect on the sale of products. So we didn't find here anything. So the next step would be to look for the raw data so that I'm able to build my data product. So I will have a look at the iconic raw data map here. And there, okay, I say, yes, I need something with promotion for my use case, and of course, product data. And again, I will look for promotion, and I will find quickly the promotion data. So here I have a promotion item table and the promotion data asset. And next I will look for sales and item. And I also will find some data assets with item. I know already it's this one. This is the item data source table, which I need. And there is also already, like we've mentioned, data from data world table, which is then item hub and satellite, which just is another representation of the data, but in a historized way. So let's say we're done here. We know we have every data assets we need for our use case. So we can go one step further, which would be to, if the use case is quite easy, I can just place a data product request. So I will go to data product request, and I could request a new data product. Or if it's more complex, I could go to the business case builder here, which gives me room to discuss. So here I'm still the data product consumer, and this is a good place where data product consumer, a data product owner, or even the developer can come together and discuss about the use case, what they need. So at a very high level. We prepared this campaign analysis already for our promotion margin impact. So I will go into this. And this brings me into this business case builder. So let me start at the right side. Here are the properties of our business case. So the name, I could place a description here. There's the state of the business case and an owner, and I could even assign a business value to it. So let's hide this. On the left side, I have the asset library. So I will find all assets, and I will find all assets I need. And I can drag and drop that onto the canvas here. So I did that already, you see. And I can also take the placeholders. So this is for something that is not existing yet. So I need a new data product, and I can put a placeholder here. I can give it a name and so on. And I could, from here, directly create also a request for a new data product. So I will hide that asset library as well, and then you will see the whole use case. I will just quickly explain it to you. Again, to repeat it, we wanted to find out the promotion margin impact. So what is the effect of a campaign for the sale of a specific item? So what we have on the right is then the total margin per item and promotion period. That's how we want to measure the effect. So while designing this business case, we found that it really makes sense to have some intermediate data products. So more like source-aligned data products, which are really reusable. For example, we created this margin per item and day, which was not available in the source tables yet, but a margin could be reusable for other use cases as well. So it makes sense to create first this data product as an own data product. You can see the arrow. So this indicates that this data product is composed of those two tables. Those are, again, the item satellite and the hub, so the data world tables. And then I have the next data product, which is intermediate data product, which builds on the first data product. So the first time I reuse this, of course, and then I need other source tables. So in this case, it's sales data from our stores. And finally, I have on the right then my desired data product, total margin per item and promotion period, which is composed of the second and those other two source tables with promotion data. So far, so good. Yet now we can have a look at one of those data products. So if I click on this, I can see the status, which is published. Here, this one, for example, is in review. This one is published. And if I click on this, I can see again, the name, description of this data product. And this is really linked to the real data product. So I can go on this link here, and this brings me to the data product detail page, which is part of the data marketplace again. And then I see everything about the data product. So which business domain does it belong to? This is retail in this case. Then again, the quality. Yeah, even I could see the sample of the data. And if I am the owner of the project, I can grant access for requests from other people who want to consume the data product. So if I want to go into more detail, I could even go to the one data project. So this brings me here. And this is the place more for the data product developer, of course. I could go then to workflows and then go to this workflow, which is the, let's say, code which really creates the data product. So this is quite simple. We find again those two input tables, which is the satellite and the hub table from item, and this processor which calculates the margin. This is not real magic, but if it was more complex, I could use here an AI chat to generate this. That helps me to generate this SQL, and I would be quicker. That's quite cool. And well, that's good for here. So we can go back finally for the last part again to our raw data map, because I would like to show you for the end what comes out. And this will show me total margin per item and promotion period we saw in the business case builder before. And if I use now the spider mode of the platform, I will see what this data product is composed of. So again, this was the second data product and the other source tables. And I could trace that back to the source table. So I will see this one again is composed of this data product and brings to life this and so on and so forth. So I would see the whole lineage here in this case, of course. So, and finally, I would be back at the data product marketplace, where I would find the data product when it's finished, when it's published, and then we're done here. So let's quickly wrap up the demo. On this slide, you can find the several categorized capabilities of the platform. We saw some of them in action, of course. So we used the data product marketplace and also the map for finding data assets. And we saw the lineage in the end. And we have quickly seen the data product requests. And we've also explored one of the AI features in the workflow, so which helped me to build a workflow. And we had a look at the beta version. You can see here the preview of the business case builder, which really helped us to get an overview of a more complex scenario and to break down the original requirements into smaller data products that can be reused.
Thank you, Ben, for your nice demo. And now I can't. No, it works. Yeah, thanks again. I will take part again and for our last section where we talk about the outcome and the added value. Let's start. Let's look at where we started. We had in the beginning, we had a lot of data sources where the data was not consolidated and from different systems. As Ben showed us, we structured the data properly and assembled it into data products, which we can divide into source-aligned and aggregated data and end up in target-aligned data products, which are all the data products are quality assured, reusable, and easy to discover, as we have seen. So talking more about data products, what are the benefits we gain out of it? It was not necessary, as we saw, to really integrate the data into our existing data vault, but rather we saw that it was quite easy to combine data from the source systems directly with the already integrated data in the data vault platform. When we use data products, it helps us to improve data quality by ensuring consistent and reliable data integration processes. Quality controls and validation mechanisms ensure that the integrated data is accurate and up to date, which all leads us to better analysis results. Data products provide us a greater transparency regarding the origin and the flow of the data. This allows users to trace the sources of the data and assess their reliability. The clear documentation, as we have shown in the marketplace, and traceability of data sources build trust in the data. And finally, we get our reusable data products in the marketplace. And since those are data products, they have an owner and we can trust on the data. Once created, data products can be used multiple times without needed or redevelop each time, and this saves us time and resources. And last slide, before I hand over back to Hannah, let's talk about the takeaways from today, what you have learned today. We saw data products are a great way of creating an efficient ecosystem for retail analytics. They are streamlining processes and enhancing analytical capabilities. And with one data, you have the perfect tool to manage your data products over the whole life cycle, as we have seen in the demo. You have the capabilities of sharing and finding data products via marketplace. And last but not least, we have seen that the data vault and the data product approach can be combined and complement each other. We learned that the data vault enhances data products by providing a robust, agile, and sustainable data foundation. In turn, data products accelerate the outcomes of the data vault approach, enabling company-wide collaboration and incorporating domain expertise and management. And with this, I'm done for here and will hand over back to Hannah.
Thank you, Christian. And yeah, thank you, basically, for the presentation. I have monitored, as I told you at the beginning of the webinar, the questions part or question section. You still have time. If there is something that you would like to know from our three speakers, please let me know. There was one that came up during the webinar, and I think this is actually for Ben. So it seems like that this person did not start yet. So the question is, how would you start if you do not have something like a data platform yet? Would you only use a data product approach? As a BI consultant, Ben, you probably have some ideas.
Yeah, of course. I guess the question goes into the direction of, well, do we really need something like a data vault, or is it just enough to build data products on top of source data? So first of all, I would like again to emphasize that these two approaches do not contradict each other, but even they can complement each other. So a data vault or a data platform in general could be also implemented as data product, because data vault is more technical implementation, and data product approach is more like the something organizational around. So you have an owner and you are responsible for something that could be also data vault table and so on. But yes, coming back to the question, from if you start from the beginning, I would probably go with the fast lane. So you will probably have something you need to implement very quickly. So you could, if you have one data in use, for example, you can just connect your source data as the first step and then build your data products on the source data and then generate added value quickly. So, but I would really recommend you, if you have the resources, so like, I mean, time, money, people, knowledge, and so on, then I would really recommend, or you should try to build a solid fundament for your further data products, because it's less prone of errors. And for this, I could really, that's why we really mentioned it, or this is why it's part of the webinar, of course. I would really recommend Data Vault as a good basis, because that has been proven over the last years. We use it in several projects, and this is the place. So that I would like to say the target vision should be a Data Vault and then data products upon those this data vault, or the data vault is part, it depends a bit on your company how you want to treat it. But the data product is more in the area of the MAD area, so more in the target aligned. But it really depends a bit on how your organization also is structured and so on.
And people can reach out to you, Ben, if they have any questions. You
yes,
as a consultant.
Of course. Yeah, sure.
You can help there as well. Actually, we received one more question, so thank you for this. And this is about the One Data platform. So I would hand over this question to Daniel. How easy is One Data to use for business users or non-technical people? That's a good question.
Thank you. Very good question. So the focus of One Data and the platform together with the data products is to enable the business user, the non-technical person or the people that know the data, that know how to monetize the data, how to create value out of it, but that are not that deep into creating SQL scripts or being that deeply technically involved. So the entry barrier for especially this stakeholder group or this user group is very low. You can find data products on a marketplace as a marketplace or other marketplaces are where you are shopping, except you are shopping now not for items and for things to be delivered to you, but for data that you are creating value out of them. Second aspect is the building part of the data product. So Ben showed us a little glimpse in the demo of the AI-powered workflow engine that One Data provides, and that is especially focused on the business user, not know or having to know how to code a lot, but be supported by processors, by language models, by AI to create data products and create value out of them. To sum it up,
Great.
It's very easy to use One Data as a business user. It's exactly the focus group.
Perfect. I don't see any more questions, so many thanks for all of you attending our webinar. And I want to thank you, all of you for joining. Thank you to you 3 speakers joining me here and all attendees. It was lovely. And of course, if you have more questions, we would be happy if you get in touch with us. You can connect with our partner CIMT. You can do a little product tour. We have the QR codes over there. And yeah, we would love to see you or speak to you again. Have a great day. Thank you again and see you soon.